important win for the Glazers, all square in North London, and Chelsea lose again.
Evening, Tate.
Evening, Jack, you alright?
Yes, mate, how are you?
Not too bad. We're both here.
Yep.
Both here, survived.
Yep. No bloodshed, no tears. It was very amicable, whatever the word is.
We met up for a fight, but it didn't materialise.
No, we thought we were going to have a go at each other. We'll get on to the person we both wanted to beat up. But yeah, no, it was alright, wasn't it? It was good. Obviously, yeah, this conversation probably dominated by the game we both went to, North London Derby.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll get onto it. But I think, yeah, all in all, it was a pretty successful day.
Yeah, and it's a draw. Probably was a fair result.
Yeah,
but like I said,
so.
we'll get into the full discussion shortly. But this show, like you said, will be dominated by the North London Derby. And then part 2 will be Chelsea's loss to Aston Villa, leading on to the usual closing of the show, Team of the Week, winner, loser, and it'll be Jack's weekly prediction for the game of his choice. But before we get into it, let's go for the teaser. And this is also North London Derby related. I hope you haven't seen this stat or question in your research. Arsenal drew 1-1 with Spurs in 2016 at the Emirates. But which Spurs player put through his own net to give Arsenal the lead?
Oh, 2016. No, that has not come up, but yeah, nice. Give it a go.
Yeah. So, let's start with the day as a whole, really. So, we met each other on the train, the old 10:59 delayed a couple minutes.
Delayed a few minutes.
Bumped into someone. Are we talking about her now or later?
If you don't mind, I'd like to save her for later on.
That's fine, no problem. So, it was yourself, your brother, your dad, and...
Brother's friend, brother's Alex.
Friend.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was me, your dad, and my dad had a nice conversation on the way up. Arsenal Spurs, very pleasant.
It was civil, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, we were
chatting about predicted lineups.
Yeah, sort of the
aims of the season. Like obviously, your thoughts on Kane's situation and taking over and whatnot.
Yeah,
and then you get to the Emirates all right? No trouble.
Yeah, no,
when you got there,
we tend when we go Arsenal away, we tend to just go straight to the ground because it's a bit of a mess. And if you go to certain places, you get caught up with all the wrong people and the police get involved. It's just makes it a lot harder when you get to the ground. It's chaos, and then you normally miss the kick-off. So yeah, we're there very early, but just head straight to the ground. You can get a beer and just chill out inside. And what about yourself? Much the same, or? Yeah,
but I went straight to the ground and just got strapped the beer. To be honest.
Yeah.
Did you? Do they extend the deal for beers into the away end?
Yeah, the hour before 2 for 1. Yeah, because I think you told us that before. We're like, great, sounds good. And then we got there probably 12:15, 12:30. So. Yeah, waited about half hour for that deal, but quite good. I quite like it. Arsenal, it's quite a big, the sort of gangway concourse is quite a big area. There's a few bars. It's quite good.
See, I find it really small now. Being to Spurs and being to Wembley at half time, it's just impossible to get a beer or anything because it's too small. But obviously, at Spurs and at Wembley, the newer grounds, it's massive. You have such a bigger area and there's more bars. Yeah, but it's a modern ground. You can't.
No, it's good.
Complain.
It's very good.
So team news, how you thought your team?
Yeah, no changes apart from Brennan Johnson's made his debut, full debut. And we expected it, and as of late, and I think it will carry on Son through the middle. That's what we expected and wanted, and yeah, it was no real shocks at all. Porro Royale for the right back, but Porro's been playing well, and he's been the main guy. But just on us, that was the first time it wasn't Kane striker in a North London derby since Adebayor.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I can't imagine ever missing one.
So that's been his whole time, which is to be expected. But yeah, first time Kane has not started since Adebayor.
Arsenal's team pretty much as expected, but Trossard injured in the last training session.
Yeah, that was right almost before kick-off.
Yeah, it was the day before. Injured on Saturday apparently.
But did you know that Sunday, or did they?
There was rumours about it on Twitter that a player was injured and it was him. But you never know what to believe when you hear stuff like that. Yeah. And that meant that Jesus was pushed out wide, and then Nketiah through the middle, which I thought was bold. Personally, I would have, because I was chatting to Griff about it on Sunday, and he goes, "Would you have tried Nelson or Nelson as the person would have started just to make it more balanced?" And I think, I really like Eddie, but he's not Gabriel Jesus, and Jesus isn't a winger. He's such a good centre forward.
Yeah, and it's you probably about to say it, but sacrificing how good Jesus is to push him out wide.
Yeah.
And Ed, like you said, Eddie's a good player, but he's not the same level as a centre forward. Yeah, 100%.
And I think people forget how good Jesus is and can be. For this time last year, he was unbelievable. That first start, 10 games transformed Arsenal's whole attack because he's just a beast, isn't he? And when he's holding the ball up, pressing, we'll get onto it with his miss, but that's him at his absolute best in that middle, and you didn't see that in.
Yeah, and Eddie's more of a. He's obviously more to his game, but he is more of a fox in a box, and scores a lot of goals, but inside the 18-yard box, that's where he comes alive. But
and then the other talking point was Raya starts over Ramsdale, which I thought was extremely harsh.
I think 3 in a row now. That's got, like you mentioned it Sunday, but is that him not done? But is Raya now your main goalie?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. And I think it's okay, but I don't think his performances haven't been to a level that have been better than Ramsdale.
No,
he's been good. He's been faultless, but Ramsdale also wasn't doing anything wrong.
Yeah,
so.
and he hasn't come in and been unbelievable. And Ramsdale, like you said, is.
I mean, the save was out
very
the world,
good save. Very good save.
We shall get on with it. So we both predicted last week, and has been for the last few years, the fast start of the Emirates didn't materialise.
It wasn't.
In my opinion, it didn't. I don't know if you thought, "Oh God, here we go," and it's all towards your end.
Yeah. No, you definitely expect that, and we spoke about it, and I spoke about it the whole week, and obviously Sunday, but. It was, you still, when you're sat there and watching, you still have that sort of, your stomach is falling out and you're still nervous, but probably when you took a step back, it wasn't as frantic and chaotic as it has usually been or it could have been. I feel like that. We got through the first 20, I know you went 1-0 up, but when it got to 20 minutes, everyone was like, okay, let's take a breath and let's try and enjoy the game a bit more, but
Because in that first 20 minutes, we had the Jesus chance, which Vicario made a good save from.
Good save, very good save.
And I think that was about it.
Yeah, it was.
Son had a goal disallowed for offside, but clearly
miles
offside.
off,
And nothing really.
No, it wasn't. It was. We just sort of we were trying to keep the ball and play it from the back and do all that good stuff, but we sort of just kept getting caught in our half. But Arsenal weren't necessarily like that. Apart from the Jesus when he nicks it off Maddison, you weren't really doing that and threatening us. It wasn't. It was just sort of not a cagey start. It was just very two even sides, and they were sort of cancelling each other out. Nothing. No one was really worried, and
it was a similar start for me. The one we played against United at home, we gave them the ball, and it looked like we'd given you the ball, and just you have it in your half, basically until you
were trying to
until you give it away to us, and then we'll hit you on the press then on the counter attack. Then. Which I don't know if it worked or not, but that was obviously the plan they went for, and the goal came out of. A bit nothing. Odegaard found himself in some space, played it out wide, and then how many times have you seen that he plays out wide? Saka cuts in. His shot is going wide.
No, nowhere near it.
And Neville actually said on commentary, he goes, I don't think that's unlucky. I think that's awful defending.
He
gets himself modelled up, didn't he?
Yeah, it was a bit clumsy, it was a bit clunky and stuff when what Romero had done, but it was sort of, for me, it's one of them, like, I think Matt Allen, one of our friends, said it in the chat, he's like, damned if he does, damned if he doesn't, and if he doesn't block it, and then I think Eddie might have been running in, or Jesus, they nip in and score, then it's like, well, you should have blocked it. He's trying to block it, and it's inevitably gone in the goal. It's a shame, and it's just almost like, it was like, oh, here we go again. Like, a stupid, silly goal. Not, like, it wasn't a brilliant play from Odegaard, or a brilliant goal from Jesus, Saka. It was just a nothing ball in and deflected in. It was like, right, here we go, 1-0. But to be honest, say throughout the whole game, we had these little moments where you might have scored or whatever, but we just carried on and didn't seem to phase the players, which is a massive difference for us.
And Romero became the fourth Tottenham player to score an own goal in the North London derby against Arsenal.
Yeah.
After Chris Armstrong, I'm not going to name
the
the
next player. I'm not going to
name the next player, and Hugo Lloris. And all four of these own goals have put Arsenal 1-0 up.
Still trying to think. 2016.
You've got the fourth one.
Yeah.
And when, from the fans I was sitting around with, this was then Arsenal like, we haven't played particularly well. 20 minutes in, we're 1-0 up. Now let's go for the blood or whatever. What's the saying?
Yeah,
let's go for the kill.
You got a goal out of nothing, essentially,
and the crowd's lifted
and then
up.
suddenly you're 1-0 up, and it's like, right, well, we're 1-0 up.
Yeah, let's start pinging it around.
We felt that we weren't playing brilliantly, but we thought, what's happened? We're somehow 1-0 down. We've given them. We've done exactly what we said we didn't want to do. We gifted you a goal, and and it's now, well, here we go, like back in the Emirates, 1-0 down.
And normally that early goal lifts Arsenal and they start playing nice football. And I think they did play a couple good chances here and there. I think Eddie had the shot. He got the fullback played the bad pass.
Oh no, yeah, Dogie,
played the bad pass, and maybe you could have squared it. But I think if it was just a bit to the left, it goes for his legs. You know, the one it's gone for it.
Yeah,
it was a good save. And then
it was Jesus stole the ball.
The game changer is this moment here, where Vicario plays it out to Maddison. He doesn't check his shoulders, and that's Jesus at his best. Bang on him straight away, and he's just he's
literally 12 yards out.
He could have taken another touch, and he just if that goes in 2-0, 26 minutes, whatever it was, the place goes nuts. And that's again that you said that's 2 goals that you've given us. It would have been your players would have been deflated. The place would have gone. It would have been
massive. The away end would have just emptied,
and it would have been back on it again. Let's go for the kill again. But obviously, wasn't to be, and that was. But that is Jesus also in a nutshell, where his finishing is probably is definitely not probably is definitely his worst part of his game.
Yeah,
and that's why he left City.
Yeah,
because they've now got the best finisher in the game in Haaland. You don't miss them.
Yeah, and his first opportunity was like the sort of volley where the Vicario makes a good save. That was a good finish. Like he's controlled the shot, hit it into the ground. It was a nice bit of skill, whatever, nice shot. But then like you said, he nicks the ball 12 yards out and just very rash and smashed it over. And it was. Tottenham we will concede, and I'm glad we didn't do it against Arsenal. But the way we play football now, and we're trying to do the rest of it, we're going to concede. We'll probably lose games because of that. It's going to happen. It's inevitable, and obviously you don't want it to happen, but it just will. And it was Maddison just totally had no idea what was around him.
Yeah, he put his hand in him. Got away with one there.
Yeah, it's almost he's not done it because he's a bad player. He was a very good player, at the weekend, but. Yeah,
you get caught, don't you? You've made it's human error. You haven't checked your shoulder, or he hasn't been given a call.
Yeah,
and it's just.
And to be honest, that happened.
It's risk and reward because if he turns him, then you've got 20 yards of a space, and then you hear the crowd go, "Oh, if he done it, if he turned him."
Then we'd be clapping because it's brilliant. You'd be like, "Oh, how close that!" And then suddenly we're on the counter. And that's really where our first chance of the half or the game really come from.
And I think I was getting a bit stressed because you had about 6 to 10 minute spell, and that coincided with the Raya save when it was Son down the right hand side, was it?
I think Kulusevski had it, then he slipped in Son and he cut it back.
Cut it across, and then
Johnson.
I don't think he hit it completely true.
No,
and weak foot as well.
Yeah, no, it was on his right foot, but his
left foot, didn't he?
No, his right foot. Yeah, he hit it against his own left foot, and it sort of took the power and all the rest of it out. But it's still brilliant save. But again, that's very similar. I feel not quote unquote cancels out the Jesus chance, but Jesus should have scored. Johnson probably on another day would score that, and it sort of evens itself out, I suppose. But yeah, it's still a ridiculous save. From my angle, where I was sat at the stand, and what I could see, I couldn't even see Ray on the pitch. Like he just suddenly, this green man appeared out of nowhere, and
for a while, I was literally standing
away
5 yards away from the goal, and he wasn't in his goal. He's dived across and pushed it out, and then Saka's cleared it. Yeah, and that was I was saying that should have been a wake up call because then you kept coming, and I was like, what? They're not playing with the same intensity, and I think apparently that's where Rice picked up his back issue, and he wasn't obviously covering enough ground. Vieira, is he good enough in that position in a big game?
In that situation, yeah.
Don't know yet. So the midfield was a bit all over the place, and then that's when the goal inevitably came. And I'm really frustrated with because I really like Ben White, but he actually picked up a knock, I think, which it was like the first minute Son had a shot and then went out for a corner or something, and he sort of twinged his corner or something. He didn't look right literally from that minute. And when you see Maddison get the ball and he turns Saka, you have to be on. Ben White has to go out to him because he has so much time.
Yeah, when we watched it again, you saw Match Day and the highlights. We said the same thing at home. It was like exactly that. Maddison turns Saka, whatever. But then someone else has got to be backing that person, that defender up, and no one.
And even when Maddison squares it across, you've got Rice, Gabriel, and Saliba there, all diving for the ball, and Son nips in, and it's a great finish. Like the keeper's got no chance.
Yeah.
And 1-1, and that was it was so frustrating because we didn't. It was such an avoidable goal from an Arsenal point of view. Obviously, that made it 1-1 and 2. I think avoidable goals from both parties.
Sides,
2 sloppy goals defensively, and. Then I think nothing really happened. The rest of the half,
it was pretty. Just I know. Out. Yeah, with the game ends as a draw, but it was to and fro each throughout the whole game, wasn't it? It was you scored and we scored, and obviously we get onto the second half. But yeah, it's the first half. I don't know. That must be a stat or whatever. But we had 61% possession. I know possession doesn't win you the game, but for us to have that at Arsenal was quite incredible, I think. And yeah, it was a pattern throughout the game. I just felt like we performed quite well. We were pretty good.
No, I thought you had a very good first half. And then moving on to second half, I think this was the game changer. At half time, the subs, Rice off for Jorginho. And then I thought Vieira was going to get subbed off because I don't know. Did you go in at half time or did you just
I went under. Yeah.
So
with someone
at half time, Arsenal brought all the subs out, which is very rare. All of them were out for literally 4 minutes intense. Bang, 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 and then they all went back in. So I knew he was back. I thought Vieira would get hooked anyway for Havertz. Obviously, we didn't know about Rice's injury when they both got subbed.
I bet Rice was a bit of a shock, wasn't it?
Yeah,
we were obviously quite happy. Like we were like, God, get in! Like it's a huge chance.
And that left a midfield of Jorginho, Odegaard, and Havertz, which
just doesn't have a balance to it. It's just not.
I mean, Jorginho if Jorginho is playing well, he can control the game better than anyone. Like, you know, you've seen him for Chelsea, for Italy. He can when the tempo's right, but he clearly we'll obviously get on that. But he clearly wasn't
ready for it.
In any sort of rhythm to play. But I think we started the second half pretty strong. Won the corner, obviously, and then Ben White's shot was blocked. Didn't really see it. I was right behind it, but there were so many players there. I couldn't really see what was going on, and then it was cleared for a corner. The players actually were more adamant than the fans were. It was a penalty.
Yeah.
And then obviously it was 5-minute wait. Brought the official over.
At that point, I was still in the concourse bit, and then when that happened, I sort of stayed down. I was like, I don't want to be part of this situation. But as soon as it went to VAR, I knew it was going to be given. But to be honest, my initial reaction was 100% penalty. I don't know what you thought, but
I didn't know at the time. But having watched it back, 100% penalty.
Yeah, and I'm surprised that so many people on TV, pundits, Neville was the main one, but so many people were almost shocked that it was given. I was just like, no, it's just.
I get where they're coming from because it is harsh in the sense that he didn't mean to do it. But a lot of handballs aren't meant to be doing, but they're still given. But if Ben White's shot, I know it didn't have much power on it, but it's going towards goal. It is on target.
Yeah, it's going in the goal.
Whether the keeper will save it or not, probably will. But if he's 3 yards out, 4 yards out, and he blocked it with his hand, it has to be given.
And that's the only with what happened initially, and even when I watched it on the screen, they showed it again. I said, "Boy, it's just a penalty." If that was our end, we'd be going absolutely berserk for it. But yeah, when White has a shot, Maddison gets a toe on the ball, which actually takes it towards Romero's arm, if you like. And like you said, there's not. Yeah, he didn't mean to do it. Whether he was just he's defending his arms up, but yeah, for me that's a penalty.
That Dermot Gallagher and what ref watch said it was a red card, didn't he?
He's an absolute idiot.
No, I don't think he is. He probably yellow card, but isn't there? There's that
double jeopardy
now, isn't it? But I don't think he did it on purpose.
No,
but I do think it's a penalty.
Yeah, 100%.
And it's the old class. I don't know why they keep doing it. I do find it funny how every team does it now. They have the player grabs the ball, looks after it, and then I just can't. I just hate watching Saka take penalties. Honestly, as like I said, I can't remember if I said it to you on the train or whoever it was. It's like watching my son take a penalty. I don't have a son, but
when
not
I do.
that I know of. But I'm so nervous when he steps up. I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen. You've seen him go through the ringer with penalties. He's had big profile misses.
I was adamant, obviously, he scored, but not when he went down the middle. I was like, "Ooh, there's a slight chance," but obviously, straight. But
he's never done that before. No, Arsenal, and then he lifted it up.
But Harry Kane used to do that, a little bit against you, when it was a big pressure moment. Yeah, it was just right. He didn't really hit it hard, but just down the middle, it's on target. There's a chance, a very good chance in Saka's favour. The goalie dives a certain way, so.
Yeah, Kane actually did it. He did it a couple of years on the trot, and then we got a penalty. I think it was at White Lane, and Czech just stood still. Kane thumped it in the corner. See you later, mate.
Yeah, no, Saka 2-1.
2-1, and again I thought, well, this is it. This is now we're going to move on, and not literally not at one stage. So I think we're going to throw this away again. Like, we need to move on now. Start playing a bit better. Get a third and kill it. But what was it? 90 seconds? Yeah,
it was, I think. Not basically from kickoff, was it? Went back to Jorginho.
Jorginho just tripped over his legs, fumbled his legs, and then
he didn't. He just didn't make a decision really. He had 2 or 3 options to move the ball on, and for whatever reason got caught and dilly-dallied on it. And Maddison was pressing with Son and nicked the ball, and slots in Son, and Son sort of not. It was quite weird. He just sort of passed it into the corner, passed right out. I thought it was quite odd, but yeah, obviously absolute mayhem in our end. But yeah, it's perfect. Again, it was just a good response from us. We're gonna go down at Arsenal, like you said. Normally you go Arsenal go right. Here we go, 3-4-1. We crumble, and it's same old story. But on yesterday, Sunday, it was a totally different story.
Yeah, it was just so frustrating from an Arsenal point of view. Just another crappy goal to give away. Like, just you know the old saying: you're most vulnerable when you just score. Keep it tight for 5 minutes. And Jorginho's not that person. Just relax, pass it around,
and all he's got to do is just literally pass it to an Arsenal player, and then Ben White moves it on, or whoever. Odegaard, I think, might have been inside. It's simple, and then obviously when it's done, you're like, why didn't you? I'm sure Jorginho knows exactly the same
done that pass
thing,
99 times out of 100.
Just for whatever reason, totally lost.
But yeah, frustrating. But Son became the first Spurs player to score a brace away at Arsenal since John Hendry.
Really?
In a Premier League match in 1993.
Scored 5 goals this season already.
I know, he scored bloody enough against. Like I said to you, at least whatever happened yesterday, Harry Kane would not score a penalty. But his old sidekick was there to
Sonny's.
He's got a good record. He's got a very good record against us. I don't know what it is, but he seems to score for 20 times.
As a finisher, both feet, he's incredible.
Well, that's what I think. That number 9 role now is his.
It has to be. Yeah, he's a compared to Richarlison, he's an exceptional, elite, world class, whatever you want to call it, footballer. And yeah, as a striker, he's intelligent. Yeah, he's not a big and bulky sort of striker, but yeah, he's very intelligent.
It gives him I might be talking out of turn, but I think it gives him a new lease of life. Whereas last season he looked stale, didn't he? For some reason he had just had a crap season. He scored 4 goals. I
think he might have less.
Scored a hat trick in 1 game, didn't he? And that was the bulk of his goals. Yeah. But this year, been given the captaincy, potentially a new role, and I think Spurs have got enough wingers to be able to play him in that role, but they haven't got enough number 9s. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just to rely on Richarlison. Yeah,
I think he's well suited for a counter attack team, and also he's a pressing. He can press as well in behind. And
that's the thing with Son. He obviously he takes it to his feet and he's got skill, but yeah, he loves to just run away. Madison, Johnson cutting in, Kulusevski playing balls through it. I think he'd be very dangerous. And then that wasn't really too much. It wasn't. I can't really think of any. That was what I was frustrated from an Arsenal point of view. Vicario, second half, didn't make any saves. He made that one save from Saka at the end where it was almost going wide. He was literally going to hit the bang on the post. Yeah. Nothing. It wasn't. And we had a couple of chances, and I think Porro towards the end played a pass that if he made it Son, who knows, he would have scored. Richarlison had one towards the end. But yeah, I mean, as a Tottenham fan, sat there again, we last 20 minutes, 15 minutes, and then obviously added time. We just thought we were just waiting for the inevitable, that ball to ripple the net. Arsenal 3-2 up and us to lose. But in your opinion, I knew there'd be at least 8 to 10 minutes added on. Had to be, because there was a stoppage, weren't there? For Madison went down. There was a bit of the penalty was obviously 5 minutes. Yeah. And then all the subs, 2 goals. Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about the stoppage time, but 10 is. It's just like you said, it basically all happened in the second half. There was more bookings, there was fouls, subs, and a couple goals. So. Yeah, a lot of corners and nothing really materialised from. I do think Arteta made his subs late and wrong. I think not you've run out of players, that's wrong, but Rice goes off, you bring on Havertz and Jorginho. It's not like for like at all, is it? Do you know what I mean? Jorginho's a drop off from Rice. No, obviously when you've got Martinelli and Saka injured, you're 4 players down here. Yeah. Where do we go from here? But I don't know if you could tell from when you were sitting, Saka just looked fucked. Yeah, and he just looked knackered from that. And he should have been subbed off with 10 minutes to go, and you could have brought Smith Rowe on then, or Nelson. Everyone, I was saying I think they're going to take Eddie off and bring Jesus in the middle, but he took Jesus off. That must be fitness. Must not have 90 minutes in his legs. He's obviously he played Wednesday, he's still coming back from injury. I don't know, but that must be the reason why. Yeah, and I don't know. Havertz. I don't know what you think about Havertz, but I don't know what he offers. I don't know what he can do. He's I don't know. He's £65 million, £70 million player. I don't know what he does. I know you might still like you. Want him to do well. Of course, I want him to do well. Yeah, of course you do. But I don't know. I don't know what he offers at all. I don't think he started great. Put it that way. He's learning a new role. I'm trying to help. I know. Positive. Yeah, of course.
But there was a moment yesterday, 90
is when he
minute,
smacked it,
and the
didn't
ball
he?
came down from a corner on his left foot, half volley, or like it bounced once. I'm like, this is
your moment, yeah.
This is because I was adamant all week because I said Havertz was going to score today. He's going to make his mark. He's going to not redeem himself to the but he's going to announce himself to the Arsenal fans.
And against
today,
us,
I saw he must have scored against Spurs before. He must have done.
Probably has.
I was like, he must have scored at one stage in his Chelsea career. Must have scored a goal against Spurs. He's going to score today. And when it dropped down, I was like, this is it. And then just like,
it was terrible.
Look behind me. I'm like, bloody
on his left foot. Yeah, it was. I don't know.
Looks though.
When he comes on, we're quite happy. We're like, right, that's fine. I'm not worried about Havertz at all. If Trossard was coming on, even if Smith Rowe came on earlier, Nelson, he has like some sort of weird record. Like he does well when he comes off the bench. So yeah, there's plenty of players I'm more afraid of than Havertz.
I really think we missed out on not having a left winger. Obviously,
because then you can
everyone gets injuries, and that's part and parcel of football, and that's why it's just an entertaining game. But Arsenal just the fluidity looked wrong with no Trossard, and I think Trossard's a very underrated player as well. He's a very clever footballer, always scores goals wherever he's played. He's got a good end product, and Martinelli missing him is just everyone knows how good he is. That raw pace it's just frightening.
Yeah, no,
especially with Saka not looking fully fit the last 15 minutes. We just didn't create anything. That was.
But I think I know you got the penalty from the corner, but you watch highlights and Saka's going 1v1 with Udogie, and he realised that Udogie's quick, he can get past him, he's quite strong, so he couldn't really like Saka normally does, turns players, throws a skill in, and he's away. But I think Udogie, after that yellow card, he was brilliant. I know Neville was going on that commentary about him, but I think he just played very well and just showed he's 20 years old. Bear in mind he's 20. I know Saka's young as well, but 20 years old. Like fifth, sixth game in the Premier League against Saka, who is highly regarded and probably one of the better wingers in the league, if not the best. I think that helped. That was part of the reason why Saka probably looked knackered. Was like, well, I can't get past this. Like, what am I going to do here? Like, so yeah, no, it was Saka did look tired, and I think we were quite happy before the game when Trossard was out, Martinelli wasn't playing. I think Martinelli would have had a field day against our fullback, the right side. It would have been Porro.
And that normally is your weaker side, isn't it? The fullback, yeah.
If you play Spurs, whoever you are, if you're Luton or Arsenal, you target the right side every day of the week. Porro or Royale every day.
And I'm looking forward to when we can finally play Jesus, Saka and Martinelli together as a front three, because that last season was very, very good, because then Jesus drifts over to the left and they did the overload, and that's where I think Havertz will be at his best. I know I'm buddy trying to
clutch at straws.
No, I'm trying to make a bed of like roses for Havertz to be, and that's when he can be at his best. But I do think that's why they've signed him, for that team when they can play Rice, Odegaard, Havertz, Saka, Martinelli, and Jesus. Because Jesus will drift over to the left with Martinelli, creating like an overload there, and that's when Havertz, because Havertz is a good, and it sounds silly, I sound like one of them football nerds, but he's a good off the ball player, and that's what he makes his runs
like
into the box,
like Dele Alli.
Yeah, makes his runs off the strikers, and then that's where he scores his goals.
Yeah,
he did the same at Chelsea, like back post headers and things like that, but it's not quite clicked yet.
Yeah,
but I think I think it will, because he looks. He's a presence. You don't realise how tall he is, do you?
Yeah, he's a big
tall,
fella. He's
gangly fella.
Left-footed, and you think, wow, he's short. He's quite a physical player. But
what I'm leaning towards and clutching at is everyone wrote off, me included, Vieira last season weak. Yeah, didn't really know what he offered, but this season he's been very good. He wasn't great yesterday, but he's been going in, getting assists, getting goals, and he looks to have spent a year bedding in, and then looks better. Yeah,
and that's players. It doesn't happen straight away, does it? And Basuma, like for example, Basuma last year didn't even play football, but now this year he's totally changed, and it does happen. It takes a while. That does take some time sometimes for certain players.
And then the game, ended in a 2-2 draw, and it's gut wrenching because it's Man City, and we were so close last year, and you want to win the league so badly. You're like 4 points off already.
Yeah, Arsenal are disappointed, but that game, I think it just shows, for us anyway, that Tottenham are actually a very good side, and we will play Man City and we'll give them a good game. And who knows, we might beat them at home again. Who knows? But yeah, I just think the weekend yesterday, it shows that we are a very, very good side. And all right, that said, Arsenal might be disappointed, 2 points drop, but I think overall at the end of the season you'd be quite pleased with that. And I think we were just very good. And yes, Arsenal were disappointed, and you might be annoyed with how you played, but I do think Tottenham were quite good, and that had a hand in Arsenal's performance, really.
Yeah, 2 points dropped, 4 off City, but Arsenal are only 1 point worse off than they were last season. So obviously 6 games in, still early doors. Play Man City in 2 weeks.
Yeah,
I think it is, which is massive. Have to win on Saturday against Bournemouth, and then hopefully get some of the players back. I've read an article today that said that Rice isn't that serious and Martinelli should be back. Yeah, and so should Trossard. So
yeah, and similar to us, really. I think Maddison went off, didn't he? Went down, hold his knee, and carried on, but then went off. Johnson went off holding his hamstring. Again, I think it's similar, like tiredness or fatigue and all the rest of it. So, and yeah, I think Maddison's having a scan. Hopefully, it's nothing serious and he can carry on. Okay. Nketiah a red card or?
No.
No. Oh, it's a red card all day. It's a red card all day.
It's a bad tackle.
It's a horrific tackle. It's a red card all day.
It's a bad tackle. Do you think it's a red card just because it's on the goalkeeper?
No,
does it look worse because it's on the goalkeeper?
Not at all. It's a red card. He's like shin high. No, the ball is nowhere to be seen.
I did watch you back to that. And I was like, that is quite bad.
It's an awful tackle, and again, it shows you, not even the ref, how VAR is pointless. Absolutely pointless. It's absolutely irrelevant, and yeah, it's a red card all day. When you see the Chelsea player got sent off, rightly so. The Gusto, whatever his name was, definitely a red card. And then this tackle on the Sheffield United player. Have you seen that? The left-footed guy, Robinson. It was the game's gone. No, we're 2023. That is a horrific tackle. It's not the game's gone. Oh, yeah, we want to be smashed. No, it's awful. Eddie Nketiah's a red card.
No, I won't lie. What in real time it weren't great. You think?
Even
not
for us,
great. Not great there, Eddie.
Yeah.
But the ref makes his mind up so quickly that it's a yellow. And I think what saves him is, I mean, this might sound stupid, but it's a block that he's followed through. He's gone to block the ball, and as he slid in, he's just slid into him, and he hasn't. I don't think he's. The studs aren't showing. I don't think, but it's only 1 foot. Although it's a really bad tackle.
It's rubbish. No matter what you say, it's rubbish.
He's been sent off.
Rubbish.
He's been sent off for something like that before. He did it on Vardy, I think it was.
Bear in mind, Royal got sent off last season for what he got sent off for, and then Nketiah did not get sent off.
Yeah, tackle from behind though, wasn't it? I know. I'm thinking like a ref.
I'm not having it. You're thinking it's like I'm sat with Dermot Gallagher. It's a disgrace.
No,
you should be on Steve Warnock and Sue Smith with hand gestures and pressing. Eddie Nketiah, if you're listening, mate, it's a red card. Disgrace.
No, I don't know.
No, you don't know because it was a red card.
Probably. But no, Eddie can do no wrong in my eyes.
Yeah, but no, yeah. It was overall, like we keep saying, is very exciting game for the neutral. Another example, I think, why that is the best game in football for my opinion. If it's worth anything.
One last thing I picked up on: Ange in a suit.
Yeah, we're not sure about that one.
Suit, black tie as well.
Yeah, I think he was ready for Arteta's funeral, but it didn't quite materialise. Yeah, we did say that when we watched it this morning. We were like, oh, hope he puts the suit away.
I don't know. Is it just big games he wears a suit?
He definitely hasn't. I think he's a tracksuit man, surely.
No, he's a polo shot. He's a polo top, isn't he?
Oh yeah. No, yeah, suit at Emirates. I think Poch has done it, or usually maybe, don't know. It might be. It sounds stupid. It might be a rule. I don't know. No. Maybe it's North. Yeah, true. With his cap. Yeah. But no, I did think that. I did think that when I saw it. I was not sure about the suit, Ange, but no, he's a boss. He's a boss.
Right. Should we move on down the road?
Yeah.
Have you got any more?
Just
comments to make on the.
We've won one game in 31 attempts away at Arsenal in the league.
Yeah, it's once in my lifetime.
One game.
That isn't in the league, you said, didn't you?
Yeah, in the league, yeah. Like the cup, we might be twice in that time.
No, it's twice, yeah, because you won.
Yeah.
Dele Alli scored that lob, didn't he, over
yes.
Czech?
That was semi-recently, but yeah, that's it, really. I've got some other bits, but yeah, it's nothing. I think the draw, I think you can hear it in our voice, and what we're saying, it's the fair result, isn't it? A draw at the end of the day usually means, it sounds obvious, a really like a Michael Owen analysis, but a draw is normally the fairest result. And Jesus could have scored, but Johnson could have scored for us, and Son had a chance, and Richarlison had a chance. Saka's had a couple. Do you know what I mean? It's things have happened, but no, I think it was a very, very fair result in the end.
No, I agree. Right, what is going on at the bridge?
Oh, Poch.
So on the train up there, I said to you, Villa win that all day. Chelsea just at the moment, as it stands, Chelsea don't beat anyone who's got anything about them.
Who's slightly organised or
they've
quite
won one
good.
game this season against a team that has got nothing about them in Luton at home.
Yeah,
and Villa have a bit about them. They they know how to set up. They've won there the last 3 years on the trot there now.
Yeah, they won. It's the first time they won back to back as well. Like God knows how long.
And like they're not a bad little team.
No,
they had a dip on Thursday. I think he made like 8 changes in that crappy competition. But Villa at home was always going to be tough. Obviously, when they went down to 10 men, Chelsea just look. All sorts. So 6s and 7s is what I put it. They're just what the hell.
I really thought Chelsea would win. I thought Villa first year in Europe for a long time and first Sunday game. And Chelsea had nothing else to play for apart from the league at the minute. And yeah, obviously, another example is what is going on there. It's just a total mess, isn't it? It's a total mess.
And when does it get to that stage? I mean, we might be jumping the gun here, but when it gets to that stage, it actually gets a bit worrying. They've now got 1 more point than Everton, and only Everton have picked up less points than Chelsea in 2023, and that's over a 28 game period. That's a long sample.
Yeah. And that's not just like you're saying. It's not the start of the season and you're just taking it for the first year. That's a year, 2023. We're now late September. And yeah, I've got stuff about the game, but yeah, we'll talk about it more generally. And Poch, he just has to be in trouble. And I think the Chelsea fans that are trying to support him and support the players are in denial. They're in absolute denial. They're almost deluded to what's going on because the fans have turned, if not will turn very, very soon, and Poch will be out the door.
I mean, we've all seen that screenshot online that doing the rounds. It was like Chelsea could get relegated at this, jokingly, but they've got a run of fixtures. When it starts with Arsenal, I think they've got Arsenal, City, United, Brighton.
We've got them in
Spurs.
early November, I think.
It's like they've got all the teams on the trot.
And like you said, Villa are probably the worst out of those sort of sides that are organised and solid. But yeah, like you said, the rest of them, Tottenham, Arsenal, City, United, Brighton, Newcastle, whoever, they're all far, far better than Chelsea at the minute. And they just don't know what is going on with them.
They've got Brighton in the Cup, haven't they? Tomorrow or Wednesday?
Yeah, they do have Brighton.
It'll be Wednesday. They played yesterday, so it'll be Wednesday. I mean, I know I'm putting my money on that one.
Yeah.
Like, you just would, wouldn't you? They've given you no reason. It's the thing is at Chelsea as well, but still, they've given you no reason why they should win that. And if they're out the Cup already, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like, Chelsea needs something. They've got so many players. Where are all them players going to play? Yeah. And that's another issue.
I mean, that's a huge problem.
They've got too many players. We've said it enough times.
And we said it months and weeks ago when they bought Fernandes, and everyone was saying, "Oh, Todd Bowley, what a clever businessman! He's got an 8-year deal, blah blah, spend all spreading the cost." But no, this is awful. Poch's been given the so-called war chest with unbelievable amount of weapons, but for whatever reason, that it's a total mess. So they got rid of all these players, and suddenly we just replaced them with the same amount and just scattergunned and got all these weird European and God knows what sort of players, and yeah, it's just a mess. It's like you said, how can you keep a squad happy if you've got I don't know who Chelsea's starting 11 is. I don't know what it's going to be against Brighton. It will change for the league at the weekend. Yeah,
they had 9 subs on the bench, 2 goalkeepers. Leslie Ugochukwu.
Yeah, who's that? Who is that?
Armando Broja, Cole Palmer, Ben Chilwell, Mark Cucurella. So you've got 2 left backs on the bench. Who else started left back? I think they played Colwell left back. Yeah. Ex-Dordy Petrovic, Ian Martson, David Washington, and Lucas Bergstrom. £1 billion.
It's rubbish. And you said me the 300 million pound players, Caicedo, or total 300 million. Caicedo, Mudryk, and Fernandes. Yeah. Can't beat Villa at home. It's embarrassing.
I've got a lot of stats this week, but there's another one.
Go on.
Chelsea have failed to score in 13 Premier League matches in 2023, more than any other side. It's the most times they've failed to score in a single year since 1995. Well, considering they're only found in 2003, that's quite impressive.
It's their worst start for Chelsea since 78-79 season. That year they got relegated as well. Oh, absolutely brilliant if they went down. Absolutely brilliant.
This is actually a point. I might get a bit nerdy here, so do bear with me on this point. £1 billion players, like you said, scattergun approach, signing. They've basically gone on FIFA or Football Manager, gone players under 21, traits promising, high potential, rated by 81 and below.
Yeah, but they're 18 years old, so they must be good.
But they've done search attacker wingers only. What the hell? They haven't signed a striker.
Yeah.
They've signed Nicholas Jackson, who's played 6 games, 5 bookings already. Got suspended already.
Yeah, he's suspended. I saw that because obviously the Gusto's out, and then
he might become good, and I might eat my words. But their main problem is their poor finishing. They've scored 5 goals this season, which is 18th in the Premier League. Their shot conversion rate is 5.5%, which is 19th out of 20. And their big chances missed is 15, which is 20th.
It's terrible.
So it's just,
and they're still conceding goals, so they must be doing something horribly wrong.
It's all over the place. Sterling started brightly, but he's another winger. He's not a clinical player.
No.
He misses a lot of big chances. He scores goals, but
he's not a 30-goal season striker. Like you said, he's another winger.
I don't get some of the moves like Cole Palmer, 45 million. Why have they signed him? They've got Mudryk. They've got Madueke. Obviously, they're now sold my man Caltech 10, but they've got just losing count. Who's even started?
No, but the problem is they have got all these players, but you actually can't name because you don't know who they are. They've got like that bench. The bench you named, it just sounds like some random Polish second division team. Like it's just a mess. And I've got here, but in my lifetime, it's the worst Chelsea I've seen. And yeah, they were poor before that, and they've been a mess before. But yeah, they're just so disconnected from the team. The manager is ex-Tottenham, so again, he's going to be up against it straight away, which he already is. The owner is the loosest of loose cannons I've ever known. I don't know the players, don't know what side they'll put out. Yeah, I just think that, like I said, the Chelsea fans that are trying to support it are almost in denial. And yeah, I just think Chelsea's in a shocking state.
Isn't it mad that all this has come from one man? Vladimir Putin. He literally has.
Yeah.
If he had never invaded Ukraine,
it would be alright. Abramovich would be.
Abramovich still be in there.
They'd probably be second. If
they'd be winning
City,
trophies still. But as soon as he stepped foot in Ukraine,
Yeah.
government got involved. He got
Game
sanctioned.
over.
Chelsea had to be sold. They brought in some idiot, Todd Bowley, who's just thought this is my new toy and just splashed the cash.
He's messed it up.
Sacked Tuchel. Got Potter in charge. Imagine Potter under Abramovich. My God.
Imagine Potter still in charge now of all those players. Oh.
He was then taken, and they've just gone. They've just gone nuts.
Yeah, and then so they've just sacked the coach.
Bruno left.
Yeah, that first team coach or whatever. Yeah, but I feel sorry for Poch, but his career after, he's not saying we were the be all and end all, but he's left Spurs, and it's just after this, I wouldn't know who wants him. It's a mess for him. It's a horrible situation. Yeah.
Thiago Silva became the first outfield player aged 39 or older to start a Premier League game since Ryan Giggs in 2014, who was 40, he's 39.
Funny hell. And then, considering they've bought all these
they bought all these youngsters, and he's on they're gluing him together still to play. Like their defence was like Gusto.
Yeah.
Who's the centre back with the dreads?
Dizazi,
yeah. And then Thiago Silva and
Colwill.
What's happened to Bashwai, whatever his name? Not the attacker, the defender. Bashu.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, the number 4. But they've got a long list of injuries. He might be one of them. I don't know, but then they've still got an injury list of probably 10 to 12 players. So
even lost it. Drew 0-0 away to Bournemouth, and their captain was Conor Gallagher. What? Yeah,
but that's right. They've won it all. Chelsea won it all. So
Davinson Sanchez in goal still blows my mind. Like,
Davinson, Robert.
How can you sign a billion Davinson Sanchez?
Might as well be.
Robert Sanchez in goal.
Yeah.
Spend £1 billion and he's your goalkeeper. What?
Like, and see his attempt at Watkins' goal. Just awful. I
mean, fair play to Villa, and No, I got another little number here. Since Emery's first Premier League game in charge of Aston Villa, only Manchester United have kept more clean sheets in the competition than the Villains.
I've got that as well. Yeah, and we're talking about Chelsea, but yeah, Villa are a good side. They just are a decent side. They're in Europe now as well. So
and take nothing about, no matter how much we giving it to Chelsea and whatnot, winning at Stamford Bridge is a very good result.
Yeah,
no matter what situation they're in, because we know it better ourselves that we've both our teams have got a poor record there. Arsenal, touch wood, not so much in recent years, but any Chelsea team is a tough team to beat at that place normally.
Yeah, no, they're in a mess. They're in a total mess.
But they've got to turn it around, otherwise they will be following.
Who they got this week?
Don't know.
Chelsea.
Now Everton are catching them up.
They got Fulham. Fulham away on Monday 2nd, so in about a week.
Like with Derby.
Yeah. Best side in West London, Fulham or Brentford.
Well, Brentford had a shocker, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
That's one of them ones where they knocked you out of.
I had last man stand. I picked Brentford.
You didn't go for Liverpool in the end.
I said Liverpool all week, and then I tried to be clever and picked Brentford, and they lost 3-1. Not just like Everton nicked it. Everton comfortably beat them as well. Yeah.
Did that knock a few people out?
Yeah, a few people had Brentford, a few had Wolves, and they drew away at Luton. A lot of people had City because they still had them, and obviously that was comfortable for them. Yeah, I think 1 or 2 had Arsenal, which is fair enough. But yeah, not a great weekend.
Right, should we move on to Team of the Week?
Yeah.
Team of the Week. Right, so we did the fan vote this afternoon, and we decided it was going to be between David Raya and what's Vicario's first name?
Emiliano?
I don't know.
Might have just said the most generic Italian name. Hang on.
And between Vicario, so I think at a time.
Oh,
have you got it?
Guglielmo. Don't know.
Let's have a look. Guillermo. I'm butchering that. No idea.
Whatever it is.
G. Vicario.
Yeah. We'll just put the goat.
I think Raya was winning it. Jack, you've got the.
Yeah, I'm just going to check right now.
The results there. Last time it was
quite close. 55% Raya, 45% Vicario.
Oh, so maybe we keep that. We don't announce that until it's done. If it's only
possibly, we could do it. Yeah, maybe.
But time of recording, it's Raya.
Yeah.
So, I think he made that good save, didn't he? And
yeah, he wasn't bad, but I'd say for the first goal, when the cross come over and he just sort of flapped it. He could have done better with that, I felt, but
yeah.
He could have knocked out the bar or whatever, but no, he was good though. Yeah, that save itself was very, very good.
And then moving on to the defence, I'll start with Johnny Evans.
Yes.
Wow. So I watched this in a German beer house thing in Bermondsey, London Bridge, on Saturday night with Ben, who is a diehard Man United fan. And I was saying to him, "Come on, Ben, when are you going to get a podcast?" He goes, "Oh, come on, when we're good." And Man United, I thought they'd win this, and this was the exact result they needed. 1-0. Burnley had a couple chances hit the post early on, but they had a corner. Evans, great header. Then obviously VAR looked at it offside. Unfortunately, he was touching the goalkeeper. If you want to be interfering in play, you're touching the goalkeeper. But then I wasn't really, because I had a few beers. I wasn't really paying too much attention. And then Evans stepped out defence. Ball comes across, and I see the ball, and I see Fernandes there, and I'm just going, he's going to score here. Great volley.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
Banged it in, and then I thought, Martinez is injured. Lindelof hasn't got the facilities for that pass. Who the hell played that pass? And it was Johnny Evans. What a ball that was! Left foot
to his weak foot. Yeah, just clips it. Perfect ball. But
his first start since 2014, I think 15 for United. That is. See, he came out and said that his kids don't believe he ever played for Man United before because they're like 6 and 7.
Brilliant. That was good, wasn't it? He's obviously quite good with his both feet, but. Yeah, the striker disliked Fernandes, but yeah, very, very good goal.
Right, do you want to move on to Kieran Trippier?
Yeah, the second defender we've gone for is Kieran Trippier. 3 assists, wasn't it, in their 8-0 demolition of Sheffield United.
I wonder how many fantasy points he got.
Yeah, he was 3. Was it his third assist? I think the little dink cross was the best one, but
to Wilson.
Yeah, he was very good. Or they were very good, weren't they?
Yeah, 8-0. Excuse me.
Yeah. Heckingbottom has to be gone. Has
Yeah.
to. I said it before about Hasenhüttl, but yeah, 8-0 is disgraceful.
Yeah, terrible.
And,
I'll get into them
Yeah,
shortly.
yeah, we'll leave him. Yeah.
And then we've got an Asian midfield.
We do. Very good Asian midfield.
Yeah.
A player that I'd love us to get as well.
Son and Mitoma
Mm.
both got braces. Mitoma scored his first goal. It was in the second half, and it was 17 seconds.
I
Yeah, and then-
didn't really watch it, to be honest.
And then got it was to make it 2-1 against Bournemouth, and then got the third to make it 3-1. Still flying this season like he was last year, and I think he'll be the next one in not maybe potentially January, but I think in the summer he'll be the next one to be on the conveyor belt.
Yeah, I think he moves on. I think
If
if
that's
Chelsea
his second
weren't-
appearance as well.
Yeah, if Chelsea weren't so terrible, I think they'd go. I mean, they might still. They got the money, but yeah, possibly a City or a Tottenham, Arsenal, something like that. Liverpool, possibly. Just name everyone who might go somewhere. But no, very good player.
A very Klopp player, isn't he?
Yeah, Liverpool little winger.
Mm.
Yeah, it's true.
Replace Salah.
Hopefully he's not listening.
Yeah. And then we've touched on him before, but you want to finish him off?
Yes,
Son?
Ollie. Oh, Son.
Son?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, two
Whatever,
goals
yeah.
at 2 goals at Arsenal. Very, very good. Captain as well. Yeah, he's just very good, and he has that like passion and all the rest of it for that game, and yeah, just good performance really.
And then finally up top, Ollie Watkins. Good performance all round, really. Ran the line as well, and then good finish. Another keeper probably could have done a bit better, but to get the winner away at Old Trafford, didn't he call it then? At the Bridge.
Yeah,
it's a very good. I think was that his first goal of the season in the league. I think
possibly. Yeah, they've
Maybe.
not been terrible, Villa, but yeah, they've had a bit of a slow start. But no, yeah, Watkins up front. That's a pretty good side, I think.
Right. Do you want to give me your prediction?
Yes. Should I?
I have been absolutely terrible on these. I think it's 6 out of 6 wrong. You've got 3.
I think I've got 3.
correct.
Yeah. I'll have a look at Saturday.
Results.
Saturday.
Could even do the game I'm going to on Saturday. Everton Luton.
Are you?
Yeah,
You're up in Liverpool.
I'm going up to Everton to watch Everton Luton.
All right, go on in. Let's do that. Everton Luton, 3 o'clock at Goodison.
The battle of the two.
What do you reckon? You go first. You're going to be there.
Everton have lost. Played 3 at home. Lost 3 1-0. Luton, terrible side. They got their first point though. I'm going to go 1-1.
1-1.
I want to go Luton, but I haven't got the balls for that.
I think Everton will go back-to-back wins. That was a good performance at Brentford, and yeah, I think Luton are worst team in the league. So I'm going to go Everton 3-1 to Everton again.
3-1. No, yeah, I do completely agree with you.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm going to go different.
Where you sit? What? Do you know where you're sitting yet? Or?
Everton end, and where the dugout is,
Mm-hmm.
that upper tier.
Oh right, okay,
That upper tier.
lovely.
I
Bit of
believe.
dice ball.
I thought I've never been to Goodison before, and I've got one last chance to go. I might as well. This is the only game, one of the only games you can get a ticket for, so I was like, let's try it. And
Yeah, fair enough.
it'll probably be a horrific game of football.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be rough.
And I'm going to jinx by saying this, but I wanted to make sure it was a game week where Arsenal weren't playing like a Spurs.
Yeah,
and I was
yeah.
going to miss that. It's Bournemouth away.
Yeah, that's alright.
Touch wood, it goes to form, or goes to how it should go.
Yeah.
Winner and loser. Do you want to kick us off?
Yeah, winner of the week. I'm going to go Ipswich Town. They sit joint top, 1-4 on a bounce. This week they beat Southampton away, Blackburn at home, and that was at the weekend. Blackburn. Yeah, they just started very well. Kieran McKenna and that side are back in the Championship, and they're really announcing themselves in the league and could actually be promotion contenders. Obviously very, very early, but yeah, I think they're doing very, very well, and they had a good week. So yeah, Ipswich Town.
No, they're looking on fire, aren't they? And
They're
for a
good.
neutral, if I go to all their games, they seem to score the most goals, concede a lot of goals as well. But it just seems good fun.
Yeah, and I think McKenna's obviously they're playing like JJ mentioned at the start of the season, but yeah, they're playing very, very good football. I think that's helping them massively in the league. So yeah, Ipswich Town, Tractor Boys.
My winner of the week is an off-field decision. and it is my good friend Miles Warner-Denny.
Oh.
So Miles this week has signed up to the London Marathon, who is running for Mencap, I believe it is. So he decided to run the London Marathon for some mad reason.
He obviously hasn't listened to anything what you said.
I do not envy him in the slightest about running it. He's coming up to 11 months sober, so no drinking. He's just done his first 10 miles, his furthest run since. So he's well on his way, doing very well.
Yeah.
Growing out his tash.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's growing his mullet, and he's looking good. He's doing good. So I thought I'd give him the winner of the week this week, Miles, and keep going, boy.
Yep. We'll be there, mate. Good luck.
Yes, we will.
Yeah,
I would certainly
drag him over that finish line. No, very good. I like it.
Loser of the week, right? So a few people have been requesting this. Your one, well, our one joint potentially. I believe we've probably got the same one. But before we get into that, I just had to touch on Sheffield United and Paul Heckingbottom. You can't lose 8-0 and get away with it. That is a sackable offence at any professional standard. You've kicked off 9 times, mate. 9 times.
Yeah, and last week he kicked off in his after Spurs and moaning about the refs and all that, and then you get slapped at home 8-0 by a Newcastle side that looked horrendous midweek against Milan. Yeah, shocking.
9-0. So, lose of the week. I think we're on the same wavelength here.
I think it might be our little friend from Sunday morning.
As we touched on, we met each other on the platform. I was in my Arsenal shirt, and Jack, family and friends were in incognito.
Yeah, we were neutral
colours.
Yeah.
So we're all chatting along, and this lady comes up to us. I hope you fucking whack 'em.
So I hope you fucking smash them Spurs today. Yeah.
I hate them Spurs.
She say, I'm Chelsea. In a blue little Chelsea track top.
She had her,
I was wherever it was, scarf.
What do you call it? A scarf wrapped round her handbag. And then we were all sort of laughing, and then I think your brother's turn away in disgust. He's like, just shut up, you bint. And then my dad's gone, they won't be very happy with that.
Yeah.
And then she was like, what's that? And then she was like, they're Spurs. And she was like,
sorry.
Cut the in-between in. And then she just said, sorry. And then she scuttled down the platform.
I'm laughing and bang the table. I've actually got those words. I've literally said it. She scuttles away and just runs down the platform.
Never to be seen again.
Yeah. I was hoping all day, especially obviously after a result and Chelsea losing. But yeah, she made her way to the bridge to witness Ollie Watkins confirm Chelsea's worst start since 78-79. So yes, after your dad said, they won't like that, they're Spurs. So, sorry.
Well, you made me laugh on the train. She goes, that's someone's mum. Someone's nan.
That's what I said. I won't assume her age, but that's definitely someone's mum. Potentially someone's relatively young nan. And yeah, she poked her head into our group and it was just so unnecessary. So unnecessary.
I hate them Spurs.
We weren't rowdying up. We weren't drinking. We were just having a nice friendly chat. We could have been... don't know, obviously we knew each other, but yeah, we were just having a nice little conversation. I felt this little body next to me, I hate them Spurs. They smash them.
The anger in Smash was brilliant.
Yeah, it was.
They smash them.
She was awful. And then, on the way home, I was just praying I saw her, but yeah, hopefully I'll see you soon, love, wherever you are in the world.
Brilliant. Right, back to the teaser, Jack. Arsenal drew 1-1 with Spurs in 2016, but which Spurs player put through his own net to give Arsenal the lead? And it wasn't Hugo Lloris.
No, I wasn't thinking it. When you said him, I thought, was it him? Obviously it was not, but... Was it Danny Rose?
No.
He probably wasn't even playing for us. Oh, he might have been.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
I got a weird image of him on the screen and he's just got his head in his hands. Alright, not Danny Rose. Own goal. Was it Toby? Alderweireld?
Close.
Was it Vertonghen?
Close. You're in the ballpark. It was when Poch you used to play. If Dyer wasn't playing, there's another player that played.
No, it weren't Dave.
No, before his time, I think.
Oh, no, he done it at Chelsea. Was it Trippier?
No.
Oh no, I have to tell. I'm just guessing.
Kevin Wimmer.
Oh God, Vimy. Yeah, I was never saying him.
I remember it was a free kick. Ozil had it on the right hand side somewhere, curled it in, and I thought Koscielny got a lovely glance.
Was it in the league we did?
Yeah, it was because we went 1-0 up half time, and then Kane penalty down the middle.
Yeah.
1-1.
Oh, that was okay. Right. Oh, Wimmer. Yeah, I thought he was going to be quite a little player, but obviously not.
He started off, wasn't it, with Austrian, wasn't he? The big Austrian.
Yeah, he's like a bit like that Foyth. He sort of was never really given a chance, but yeah, never made it. Wimmer, very good.
Yeah, Kevin Wimmer, 43rd minute, something like that.
Was it off his head or?
Yeah.
Yeah. Classic.
He'd let Koscielny go, and it was desperation.
Yeah, last ditch.
And glanced it in. But
oh yeah, very nice.
There we go. As we come up just on the hour.
Yeah.
Another episode. Episode done. Episode 63.
Yeah.
We won't have to have another North London derby to the 4th from last game of the season. That could be tasty.
Yes, that could be. All joking aside, it could be a title decider for either of us. For Arsenal, potentially top 4 spot for us. Who knows? But yeah, it feels.
Hopefully, we're resting all our players because we're in the Champions League final.
Yeah.
But no, it'll be another good episode, I think. And again, thank you for continued support on Instagram. Got a few more followers last week, and more people listening on the pods and voting on the polls. As I was trying to get, I couldn't get my words out.
Yeah, no, it's going well. With another one down. We're 63rd now. Yeah. So
and we'll keep doing it. We're trying to push more on Twitter and some stuff on Facebook and here and that. So, like you said, if you've listen to it and like it, give it to a friend, your family, or just share it and continue supporting us on the Instagram. It all makes a difference. And liking and sharing on WhatsApp then on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, because the more you listen, the more you give the 5 stars. And I know if you've already done it, you can't do it again, or give a rating. Then it pushes us up the table and puts us out to more people, and means we can continue doing it and making good content. Yeah, but we'll be back next week with a full in-depth breakdown of Everton Luton. Yes.
When Beto scored a hat-trick.
Yes, and that we'll be back next week. Same again Monday, and ready for your Tuesday morning commute. So thank you again, and stay loyal.
Stay loyal.